Good evening. I'm Lauren Smith, the Assistant Director of Alumni Relations and Volunteer USI. Welcome to the 23rd Annual University of Southern Indiana Volunteer Recognition Event. To enable closed captioning, please select CC at the bottom of your screen and activate subtitles. We are delighted to have you all here tonight as we celebrate you and your service to this university. I'd like to invite Erin McCracken-Maris to speak now.
Hello, I'm delighted to be with you all tonight. I've had the distinct pleasure of meeting many of you, and for those I haven't, my name is Erin McCracken-Maris, current president of the Volunteer USI Advisory Council. On behalf of the Advisory Council, I want to thank each of you for your extraordinary commitment to this institution. We are pleased to see many of the university's outstanding advocates here this evening as we celebrate the accomplishments of this past year. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce President Ronald S. Rochon to share a few remarks.
Thanks,
Dr.
Erin.
Rochon?
Hey, I wanted to say hello to everyone and welcome you all to this wonderful celebration recognizing volunteers and what happens at this university and across our community, across our nation, and across our globe. Is really because of amazing human beings, people who take time out of their schedules to serve others. Over the past several months, we have been facing a pandemic across this globe. And one thing that has warmed my heart over and over again is the generosity of people that have stepped forward, providing services, providing resources, providing concern and that they know, and for many that they will never ever meet. People like you all, volunteers, are special. Your DNA is unique. You are extremely selfless. You care about the well-being of people next door and those overseas. And I want to say thank you for all that you do and have done for USI and for our community. I want to just read a couple of things for you and to you. Volunteer USI has recorded more than 2 million volunteer hours. In fact, we have recorded 2,189,220 to be exact since 1996. The national value of a volunteer hour currently in 2020 is $27.20. If you do the math, that means that USI volunteers have given back over $59.5 million to the community. This speaks boldly about this institution. We are so fortunate to attract people like you, especially those who are receiving distinctive awards this evening. I want to say congratulations to you. I want to say thank you once again. I want to ask you all to please share this compassion, this empathy, this concern for our community with young people. Let them see exactly what you do, why you, and please share your stories. Our children are yearning for the opportunity to serve others. And once they find out how this happens, they will take the leadership, they will take the helm, they will take the baton and do amazing things with it. So again, let me close by just thanking you again for serving USI, making us a distinctive institution, one that believes not only in giving, not only in serving, but most importantly, of providing services to those we don't know. Have a great evening and congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rochon, for your remarks and for your immeasurable commitment to this university. I would like to recognize my colleagues on the Volunteer USI Advisory Council, all who have a deep commitment to this university. We have several members with us tonight. Cindy Bippis, Brian Borer, Amy Cassavant, Jacob Dykes, Rustin Howard, Karen Huseman, Sue Krupa, Brian McGuire, Linda Oliver, John Razor, Darian Ross, Katie Sutton, Paul Weimer, Shane White, Peter Whiting, and Beth Young. Thank you all. As volunteers who committed 20 or more to Volunteer USI last year, you are our most devoted supporters. You contribute your time at the highest level. USI students and other volunteers serve as tutors to middle school and high school students, help plan and assist with USI athletic events, and provide encouragement and critique to aspiring scientists and engineers at local science fairs. You are dedicated board and committee members for a variety of groups, including the USI Varsity Club, Historic New Harmony, the Alumni Association, the Parents and Families Association, and the USI Foundation. Your outreach to USI and to our local community is an important part of our mission as we strive to advance education and knowledge, enhance civic and cultural awareness, and foster partnerships through outreach programs. It is in part through the work that you do as volunteers that this university has such a significant impact on our community. We thank the more than 550 volunteers who gave their time at the 20+ hour level during this past year. And here's how important your work is. A total of 44,716 hours were volunteered this past year. Thanks to each of you for your commitment to our university and for the extraordinary gift of your time and talents. At this time, I'd like to welcome Lauren Smith to speak again.
Before we recognize our award recipients, I would like to acknowledge those individuals who reached 1,000 total volunteer hours this year. Once a volunteer has reached the level of 1,000 hours, the volunteer's name is placed on a plaque outside of Carter Hall. There were 10 volunteers this year who reached 1,000 overall volunteer hours. Those are Sherry Bryant, Ashley Clark, Amy Dawson, Yvonne Floyd, Mary Susan Hansen, Linda Oliver, Jennifer Palmer, Ekta Rathi, Joseph Rolfer, and Caleb Schmidt. We are proud to acknowledge your dedication and the dedication of all of our volunteers. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to ask Darian Ross to present the 2020 Student Volunteer of the Year Award.
Hello, my name is Darian Ross. I'm a senior majoring in nursing here at USI, and I'm also the student representative for the Volunteer USI Advisory Council. The recipient of the Student Volunteer of the Year Award must be in good academic standing and have performed outstanding volunteer service to USI and/or the community through the Volunteer USI program. This year, the Advisory Council chose one deserving student from the nominations received. The heart of the university's mission is to prepare individuals to live wisely in a diverse and global community. It's a mission that this year's recipient carries in her heart as well. It is my honor to recognize the 2020 Undergraduate Student Volunteer of the Year, Erica Ebelhair. Unfortunately, Erica is unable to attend tonight because she has an evening class. However, we have a pre-recorded video of Erica receiving her award and sharing a few remarks, which will be played after I share a little bit about Erica. Erica is a junior at USI working towards a double major in political science and psychology and a minor in pre-law. Erica is widely respected by her peers and a true role model for our entire campus community. Her daily actions and decisions are driven by her desire to serve others. Erica joined the Student Ambassador organization during her first semester on campus and has been a significant contributor to the organization since day one. She volunteers for a weekly office hour and is faithful in her attendance to all the organization's open houses. She is one of the first members to step up to help with extra tours, groups, and events. While serving on the Student Ambassador organization's executive board as the secretary, Erica found creative ways to keep members engaged in reading the meeting minutes. She also helped to develop ways to remind members about important meetings and events. Erica took an active role in the selection of new members and is the first to sign up to help with new events as additional opportunities arise to showcase USI to prospective students. She also understands the needs of guests and goes above and beyond to make sure that they have their individual questions answered. In the Student Ambassador organization alone, Erica has donated 106 hours of her time to help facilitate a positive visit experience for prospective students and their guests. In her first semester in the organization, Erica received the New Ambassador Award for accumulating the most volunteer hours of any new member. In her sophomore year, she received a Top Ambassador Award for being among the top 3 volunteers out of more than 80 members. These hours don't include the hours that she also gives to serve the Student Ambassador Executive Board as a member of the leadership team, or the time she donates to other organizations across campus. At USI, Erica also serves as Attorney General for the Student Government Association, and she is the Vice President of the Political Science Society. Erica's nominator writes, "While I recognized very quickly that Erica was going to leave her mark the moment she stepped foot on campus, how much she's done for USI in 2 years is truly phenomenal. Erica makes everything she touches better than it was before. She is not afraid to speak up, and she does so in a way where her peers seek out her input and respect her ideas and opinions. She leads by example in the extra time she is willing to dedicate to student ambassadors and is the epitome of a USI role model. Erica does not need or seek recognition as she gives her unwavering support to our USI community." As you can see, Erica is a proud and devoted Screaming Eagle and is involved widely in the student community where she leads by example. Now, please allow a moment for her video to begin playing.
Hi, I'm Erica Ebelhair, and I am the recipient of the 2020 Student Volunteer of the Year Award. And I just have to say, I didn't even know I had been nominated for this award, so when I got the email saying I had received it, I was beyond blown away. But I'm absolutely honored that I was able to receive this award because I've always loved giving tours and being an ambassador for the university, and so it doesn't even feel like volunteering most of the time. It just feels like I'm getting to share the legacy of our campus with possible new students, and it's something I've always loved to do.
Again, congratulations, Erica. We applaud your passion and commitment to the University of Southern Indiana. Aaron will now present the Mentor of the Year Award.
The next award is for the 2020 Mentor of the Year. This award is usually given to a USI faculty, staff, alumni, retiree, or community member who has mentored USI students to enhance their development in their overall academic field. It is my honor to recognize Shanae Rao as the 2020 Mentor of the Year. Shanae Rao is the Food and Nutrition Director of Warwick County School Corporation. She is an advocate for public policy regarding school nutrition guidelines and is a speaker for school nutrition. Shanae has been a wonderful positive role model for USI students to observe school food service. Shanae is an annual guest speaker on school food service and nutrition in USI's Community Nutrition course, and she serves as a preceptor for students to obtain service hours for their nutrition practicums. Shanae also serves as a preceptor for USI graduates in their dietetics distance internship. Shanae's nominator writes, "School food service is a challenging and demanding field. Shanae manages and oversees numerous school cafeterias and employees. She is passionate about the field of nutrition and dietetics, but also about school nutrition. She has such a positive and upbeat outlook on the area of school nutrition that she is able to positively change the mindset and stereotype that often accompanies this particular field of nutrition. Shanae is also able to effectively communicate to students and others the positive impact that she and her staff make on children's health and well-being. In addition to USI, Shanae also volunteers her time to the Southwest Indiana Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics Association, as well as the School Nutrition Association. Shanae's passion for nutrition, dietetics, along with her devotion to USI and the community, have made her an exceptional mentor for many of our USI students. We are proud to honor Shanae's valuable contributions to and positive impact on the University of Southern Indiana. Congratulations, Shanae. Would you like to share a few remarks?
Sure. I was not expecting this at all, and I really appreciate Mrs. Young for volunteering me. I've been a mentor for dietetic intern students probably for the last 20 years. I remember when I was in my internship how difficult it was to find those mentors. So I always promised myself that if I was in a capacity where I could actually take students on, that I would do that. So I have had dozens and dozens of students over the years. School nutrition is my passion, and I always tell the students that when they leave working with me, I hope that someday they want to go into school nutrition because it is a great place to be for people in our profession. So I have loved it. I'm actually going to be serving on a state and national board for the next 2 years, so I'm going to take a little bit of a hiatus, but I will be back taking students in full stream whenever I come back and kind of finish my little calling on the national and state level. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Shanae. You absolutely do make a difference in the lives of our USI students. Our final award this evening is the 2020 Volunteer of the Year. This award is presented to a USI faculty, staff, alumni, retiree, or community member who has performed outstanding volunteer service to USI or the community. It is my honor to recognize Donna Nelson as the 2020 Volunteer of the Year. Donna Nelson is a retired stockbroker and longtime supporter of USI Athletics, who has been donating her time to USI for 10 years. She serves as a varsity club board member and volunteers her time for numerous athletic events, including baseball, softball, volleyball, cross country, basketball, and other varsity club events. Donna goes above and beyond for USI and gives so much of her time to any and all events that she can help with. She shows up early and she stays late when needed. She makes sure there isn't anything else that can be done. Donna is a wonderful ambassador for USI during all events that she works. She always has a bright smile and an ear to listen for all USI visitors and community members she comes in contact with at sporting events. Donna's nominator writes, Donna has a heart of gold. Whether it is sitting in the cold at a cross-country meet or in the heat at a baseball game, Donna is there with a smile on her face. She's so friendly to all campus visitors, and we are so fortunate to have her as a member of our USI Athletics family. Donna makes sure to pass on helpful information from guests to the USI Athletics staff, and she's always willing to offer insightful ideas and feedback that help USI Athletics function better year after year. Donna, the USI community is grateful for all of your hard work. We thank you for your time, your dedication, and your positivity that you bring and share with USI and the community. Donna, would you like to share a few words?
Yes, thank you very much. I am so appreciative of this. I have enjoyed volunteering every minute that I have been volunteering at USI, except maybe the Angel Mounds November cold rain and wind, but I still wouldn't have missed it. I have to say I hope to spend many more years volunteering at the University of Southern Indiana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna, for your wonderful contributions to our university and for the difference you make for USI Athletics. Congratulations again to everyone who was recognized tonight. We so appreciate your time and contributions. Each of our award recipients from tonight will receive an elegant and personalized engraved crystal award commemorating their leadership and service. Now, I would like to remind everyone to submit your volunteer hours to help us keep track of the momentous impact that you as volunteers have on our university. We want to know the good that you are doing every day. Because of you and all of our volunteers, Volunteer USI is an organization that other universities and organizations look to for inspiration. The hours our volunteers accomplish in a year is no small feat, and we should all be proud of this university and what we accomplish together. This brings us to the end of our evening. Megan, if you would please unmute our attendees so that everyone can give a round of applause to all of our volunteers.
Yeah. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
All right, and to each of you, we thank you for your attendance tonight and for your many hours of service. We look forward to working together with you in the coming year. Good night.
Hi, thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.